topic: how to prepare for job interviews and what are the job interview top secrets. But let's start first by defining what an interview is. So let me define what an interview is in different pictures, okay? So we have the first picture of an interview as our first dates. You see, if the first date fails, it's basically the end of it, right? So your interview is like your first date. You have to really prepare for it. And you can also, another picture is, we can say that your interview is like your bridge to get the work. So this bridge, you really have to prepare for that bridge. Or you can also say that your interview is like a trailer for a movie. You know, you are the movie and you show them you show the interviewer how good and exciting you are. You give the best clips of yourself. Just like how you put your best foot forward during the date. Maybe some of you are thinking, hey, I don't really prepare for dates. I just go there as I am, be spontaneous and not scripted. If the man or the girl of my dreams doesn't accept me for who I am, then it's their loss. Well, that is a valid point, okay? You can definitely 100% think like that. But I invite you to imagine together with me. Let's say you are at a party and you saw two girls having like a contest of freestyle dancing. You know, girl number one is dancing and not thinking about what she's doing. She's just, you know, going with the flow with the music. While girl number two, she is freestyling by combining the moves she has perfected before. These are the moves she has already mastered. Which of the two girls do you think gets more applause? Absolutely, the girl number two. She's already mastered the steps and just orchestrating the entire dance, and although she is freestyling, she moves elegantly and smoothly like a professional. That is the same with your interviews. You really have to master the steps. You should be prepared with your moves in order for you to look like a professional. So, same as with the interviews, you've got to practice and prepare your best moves. Show it glamorously as the music starts. Now, I know you are asking, so what are the moves I should prepare, or how can I prepare them? You know, the answer for that is you need to know what is the kind of music they will play in order for you to prepare your dance. You do not want to prepare a hip-hop dance for a tango dance, wouldn't you? So here's the thing. I can tell you what is the kind of music that these recruiters play during the interview. Every recruiter has two questions on their mind during the interview, and this is your music. This should dictate what are the things that you should say and how you should say them. So you should know those two questions in order for you to prepare your moves. You know, the first question recruiters have when they interview you is, does this applicant have what it takes to get this job done right? And this first question is about your skills, your work experience, your educational background. And the second question is, would we really want to work with this applicant? Now, I want to mention how important this second question is. Honestly, there are so many experienced applicants out there jobless. It's because skills, experience, and educational background do not guarantee the success of your interview. They are important. Yes, they are really important. However, they are not only the determining factors in order for you to get the job. The determining factor is your personality and your attitude. Whatever kind of company or whoever your recruiter is, those are the two questions they would like to know and hear from you during the interview. So let me give you the proven and tested tips on how you can give the best responses or achieve the excellent responses during the interview. So if you already know those questions, you can actually prepare for them. I mean, they will not ask you the exact question, no. But whenever they ask you a question, you should tell them something about those two questions. So my tip number 1 is you should express strong words of certainty. For example, if you are good in customer service, don't just say that I'm good in customer service. No, express it using strong and vivid words. You can say, I absolutely love providing excellent service to customers. Then, with that strong statement like that, you should back it up with a fact. Make sure you are not fabricating lies here because the recruiters will know. You should back it up with a fact that really happened in your professional experience. You can say, I absolutely love providing excellent service to customers. In fact, I received lots of CSET awards before and my manager told me that I am a good team player. Or you can say that I assure you I wouldn't have any attendance issues. I give my 100% to maintain a perfect attendance. And you can say, I just want to share my experience. I made my supervisor really happy because one day there was a storm and many of my teammates were absent and she was surprised and thankful that I was there. So if you tell stories like that, it gives an impact rather than saying that I'm good in customer service or I assure you I will not be absent. Simple statements like that are actually good to say, but in order for you to have an impact during the interview, you should use strong and vivid words. Like you tell them stories, successful stories, just like what you do in your cover letter. You tell them the success stories that you have during your previous job, and so they will like you. They will really appreciate your professional experience. Now, I would like to talk to those people who do not have any experience yet. What you can say is, what are the things that you've been doing while you do not have work yet? So you could tell them that you've been attending to web classes, you have enrolled yourself to certification programs, and maybe you have applied for an internship, or maybe you have helped your friend manage a Facebook page, something like that. So it's not necessary that success stories are only related on your past work experience. The success stories could be stories like what you have done in your part to become knowledgeable, and in order for you to become up to date with the current trends or software or tools that we are using here in the freelancing community. I just want to emphasize this: whenever you are talking with your recruiter or with the client during the interview, do not use words like as if you're not sure, you are not really confident. Do not be like that. Do not sound as if you are really hesitant about your skills or about your professional background, okay? So for my tip number 2, make it like a normal conversation. Listen and don't be so boring. Do you know what is the one thing that can surely make the interview go wrong, can really fail you? If you are not relaxed and you are having lots of distraction around yourself or around your head. So during the interview, you need to talk to the interviewer like he's a normal human being like you. So it's like a normal conversation. You listen and then you think for the answer, and then when you answer, It's like you are talking to a friend. Be comfortable and do not be too formal. You might be thinking, hey Shella, what if I'm really like a boring person? Is it the end of the world for me? You see, having those kind of thoughts, you are already panicking and you do not have a clear mind. Again, whenever you are talking to an interviewer, you need to give your best shot by remaining calm and having a clear mind. Focus on the question, listen, and take time to answer. If you didn't understand it, politely ask the interviewer to repeat the question. I know those are really just basic tips, but the tip number 2 is not really only about that. Here's what makes you stand out. If the interviewer says something good about the position or about the company, you should grab the opportunity to give positive affirmation and a killer answer. You know, you can say, wow, I'm sure that it's going to be fun sharing my skills and talent with people like you guys. It will show you your willingness to do everything what it takes because you find value in what they do. Let me share you my own experience when I am being interviewed by Imogen, the owner of the Freedom Geek. So at the end of our interview, she asked me if I have any questions. So I asked, what do you love about your business? She then started pointing out the mission and the vision of the company and her future plans. She sounded very excited and energized as she shared her story or answers to me. It was a golden moment of my interview. It's because we connected. Alright, I feel connected in what she's doing with her business because I listened carefully and I answered her with the things that is about me or my professional skills that will add value to her business. When she told me her plans and vision for the business, I told her, wow, I love your idea helping the entrepreneurs. It's similar to what I want to do in life. I also want to help people. So I expressed my affirmation to how wonderful the business is, and I showed my excitement by telling her that I would love to become part of her business or of her vision. So the golden moment happens when you and the interviewer connect with each other. For sure, your connection between the recruiter will push you to the next level of your application. I also would like to add, if you have done your best and you did not connect with the client or with the interviewer, don't be so hard on yourself and you're already thinking that you're not good. Just come to think of this, there are great movies that are not your type. There are decent girls or boys who are not your type. So what? I mean, you can just move on and find another opportunity. And please do not have a thought like, well, it's easy for you to say because you already established or you already have clients and all. But you know, every freelancer started from zero. So it may be difficult at this moment, at this stage of your freelancing career, but I assure you, once you have passed or once you have already started working with a client, your confidence will go higher and higher. And if you will not stop developing your inner skills, your communication skills, for sure that it will never be a problem for you the next time. Just remember, don't stop practicing, keep improving your best moves, and at the end of it, you will meet the perfect date or the perfect interview.